Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're new, thank you for coming. Please hit the subscribe button. If you're not, thank you again for stopping by. It means a lot to me that you come back to this channel constantly. Today I'm going to be sharing something quite personal for me. How to deal with childhood trauma. Why am I sharing this exactly? Yesterday, I had an experience that took me back to my childhood, and I felt a way I've never felt before. So, I went to a friend's place and I was inside their store, and stepping into the store and sitting down for a few minutes took me back to my childhood. And it felt like I was nine again. It felt like I was nine and I was experiencing all the brutality I went through when I was that age. And I literally had to step out of the store. I had to sit outside. They didn't he didn't get it. They didn't get why I was sitting down outside. But I just couldn't stay in the store because it was just bringing back all of these horrible memories to me. Yes. And that aside, I there was an experience today. So I was testing a friend today, and he shared a picture um of something a child. I think she's between age 5 and 10 wrote in his journal. The English it was hard for me to make sense out of what she said, but he had to like explain what she was writing to me. She was basically writing a letter to God, begging God to restore peace in her home and stop her parents from fighting. And I just thought of it like I was literally moved to tears. My friend who was testing me was telling me I'm tearing up, and it just actually like clicked. This is how childhood traumas are formed. This is how people grow up and they can't deal with some certain things, or they can't just be open to some certain things because of childhood experience. Now, whether we like it or not, or whether we even know it or not, many times you have all of these issues but you don't know. So whether you know it or not, nobody has a perfect childhood, but many people don't just have it easy. Some people grew up like in a divorced home. Some people grew up in a home where domestic violence was common, whether physical or emotional. And all of these experiences shapes your perspective of life, shapes how you undo things. For the longest, I remember that I had issues with self-esteem for the longest. Even not up until recently did my confidence actually pick up from a place of genuinity, like authentic confidence, and not a mere unconfidence. So today I'll just be sharing basically some tips that I have applied that has worked for me, and I think if you actually apply it, it might work for you in dealing with childhood trauma. The first thing is to allow yourself relieve it. Many times we run away from our experiences, run away from our reality. We run so much that we never actually stop to actually say, "Oh, I've gone through this," and just breathe. Allow yourself, allow yourself accept it. Do you get? So the next time you have that flash of yourself in a bad situation as a child, don't try to snap out of it. Feel it, accept it, and after accepting it, what's the next thing to do? Just simple. Understand that you cannot undo this. So no matter how much you try to blame yourself, you can't undo this. And of course you it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you had to like be born by somebody who did not care or who doesn't care. It's not your fault that maybe one of your parents had to like pass or die when you were young. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that other people couldn't be exactly who you wanted them to be. It's not your fault. And now that you have embraced this, and now that you understand that it's not your fault, this is a good place to start to move on. So let's go of it. Like, let's go. Every time you feel bad, every time you feel less confident, tell yourself, I am not my past. I am not my past. Now, this is not going to happen like you do it and it happens immediately. It's going to take a while. But believe me, it's going to work because it has worked for me. I've embraced my past. I have understood that I cannot undo it and it's not my fault. And every day I'm telling myself I am not who I used to be. I am not people's mistakes in my childhood. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening and watching this. The next 7 days of this the next 7 days is going to be very explosive. Tell somebody about my channel because here I create content that you deserve. I love you so much. My name is Deborah Amaechi. See you in the next one.